So how many of you guys have ever sprained your ankle? It's a very common injury among athletes, and over 2 million cases are reported every single year according to Medscape. And usually this injury only occurs for people that take part in activities that require movements such as running or jumping, as you could say like basketball, football, or even a sport like soccer. And as you guys remember, I played basketball for most of my high school years up in Berkeley, so I faced a numerous amount of ankle injuries. So I figured today I'd teach you guys something that has been not just useful to me, but could be useful to you and something that you guys could do easily at home. So from my experience, taping my ankle has probably been the most beneficial way to prevent or even treat an ankle sprain. So I plan to prove this to you guys by first describing the common ways to sprain the ankle, the benefits of wrapping it, and 3, the actual, teach you guys how to actually wrap and tape the ankle. So first things first, the common ways to sprain the ankle, there are only really 2 ways to sprain the ankle. The first one will be inversion, which means that you would roll the ankle towards your body's midline, and then everting, where you would roll the ankle outwards towards the lateral side, the outside of your body. For the most part, according to core concepts, around 75% of ankle sprains are usually inverted, and then these motions, regardless, are not normal for the ankle, so any of these rolling movements can cause a tear or even stretching in the ligament that holds pretty much the bone in your lower leg to the bone in the ankle. So next thing we're going to talk about is why pretty much wrapping is beneficial, and there are a multitude number of reasons. The first reason being that it will keep your foot in its neutral position, so taping beforehand will allow your foot to remain in its normal position and prevent it from everting or inverting with all your movements. Taping after can allow pretty much compressing will reduce swelling, reducing the amount of blood flow that goes to your foot, and pretty much reduce any type of inflammation that you guys might have with your inflamed ankle tissue after a sprain. So now that you guys know a little bit of the background of what an ankle is all about, I figured I'd teach you guys how to tape the ankle itself. So the first thing you're going to need, the 3 things you're going to need are you're going to need pre-wrap, you're going to need athletic tape, and then you're going to need adhesive spray. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to sit on a flat surface with your leg fully extended, and you're going to spray adhesive spray to the part affected and that you want to wrap. The next thing you want to do is apply pre-wrap, which goes before the actual athletic tape to prevent pretty much your leg hairs from getting ripped off. Adhesive spray will keep the pre-wrap on, so you would want to apply the pre-wrap in a figure 8 motion, as you guys can see right here, starting with the lower leg, wrapping around the sole of the foot and back up around the lower leg. And you guys would do this until the whole entire affected area is wrapped and covered. And then the next thing you want to do is get your athletic tape and cut a couple strips off, maybe 2 to 3, and we call these anchors, and we're going to hold down the pre-wrap so it makes sure that it doesn't fall out of place. Next thing we're going to add is what we call our stirrup, which pretty much is a long stretch of athletic tape that stretches from the inside of your ankle all the way to the outside, making sure it holds it in its neutral position. You're going to do 2 to 3 strips of those just to make sure. And then after that, you're going to get a couple more pieces to hold that stirrup in place. And then after that, you're going to finish off the taping with figure 8s of using your athletic tape all around until no more of the pre-wrap is pretty much exposed. And for the main part, that's pretty much how to wrap the ankle. But to conclude, taping is probably one of the most beneficial ways to prevent and heal or treat an ankle sprain. And I taught you guys that by showing you the common ways to sprain the ankle, the benefits of wrapping it, and the process of actually taping itself. Ankle injuries are probably the most common in sports, so teaching you guys something that is not beneficial to me but could be beneficial to you is why I chose to do that topic today. So thank you guys for listening.